Hi, this is Emily Islanian with TVinsider.com, and I'm sitting here with Colman Domingo and Alycia Debnam-Carey from Fear the Walking Dead. So in the season 4 finale, we saw these group of survivors basically decide to do good, and they're going out into the world with these trucks to help others. I have to assume that that's going to backfire a little bit in some way for them.
Yeah, what gives it away? Like something sounds not quite right about it.
What's so nice about it is that they're being idealistic, and they're believing that all that they've done in their past, every single one of them, that they're able to do good now with it. You know, we're no longer chopping off heads. Mm-hmm. We're like trying to,
Although we kind of miss that aspect of it, but
we really do.
Yeah, I think it's also just they've done everything else. They've exhausted every other option. This is finally, they've gotten to a place where they're like, killing each other is not worth it. We've got to work together to make this work. And if we can do it with a full heart and, hope in our eyes, then maybe that's the best way forward.
And I think, and with Strand, I think that he's sort of swallowing his cynicism to try to believe in this new frontier. So I think, I find that, Strand has been a little quiet at times because I think that he's almost like, I need to just bite my tongue and try to believe in this thing, because they all seem to believe it, especially people like Morgan and June and John Dory.
A new version of Strand.
Yeah. It's like Strand 4.5.0.
There you go. 5.0. I love it. Well, Alycia also has this, she wants to emulate her mother and honor Madison's memory to an extent. How does that thought kind of take her into season 5? Is that working?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely development. And you're right. Alycia is trying to honor Madison's memory. And with that, it's this idea of how to protect and how to make sure she doesn't lose anyone else, which I know is not really the essence of what Madison wanted. And so I think it is a journey for her to take, and that's what we really see. It gets worse before it gets better for her.
And I have to say, one of my favorite moments in the finale was the two of you sitting together, drinking, and Strand finally having someone to drink with and share a drink with. Are we going to see him kind of open up a little bit more this season? Even more this season?
I think so. I think that it's been a mass, deconstruction of Strand from season 1 up until season 5. And I think now it's like he's looking into seeing, what does he do with all this now? What does he do with this new community? What does he do with this new relationship? And our relationship was, fraught, because it was like, in the third season, it was like they didn't really understand each other, but they knew they had to come together, and they were able. I love that there's always been some few moments between Strand and Alycia. There were like when Strand was stabbed, and you nursed, and you needed something from him, and so we already start to have this sort of mentor relationship, but friend and peer, and also how Strand was wanting Alycia to be the woman and warrior that she has become. And he respects her, just like he respects Mom. So I think that they formed this. They have become family.
When you were both cast in this show from the very beginning, did you think that you would make it to season 5? It is a Walking Dead universe show, so it's always a risk.
I just didn't really think about it. I was at the time sort of like, great, thank God I got a job.
True.
I
didn't know that there would be so many losses.
Me neither. I didn't. That's what I think was the hardest part, realizing how many people you can lose and how quickly, and how much it affects you personally, because you spend 7 months of the year with this new family you have, this kind of makeshift family, and then when you lose them, it really does feel like a loss from your own life. It's that affected me in ways I didn't expect.
I also like to think that, and we joke about this a lot. When I first read Victor Strand, I thought he's in this really great suit, and he was, a man of means and all that I was sold. And I'm like, that's great. Did I expect Strand to be what he is now, and rolling around in the dirt and doing all this physical work? I had no idea. Honestly, I feel like in many ways we had no idea what we signed up for.
We joke all the time. I'm always like, remember when you had a yacht? And
that must have been nice.
I wore lip gloss and
That's right.
had waves in my hair. I looked fabulous all the time.
We thought that was what the show was going to be.
We did, and that's
LA version of the.
Exactly, because we were all like, we're exploring the beginning of the apocalypse and how society falls in Los Angeles. So we just thought we were going to be fine and dandy for like seasons to come, I guess. We were wrong.
Yeah, that crumbled pretty quickly.
That crumbled in season 1. And then season 2, I'm blowing up the boat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there are also some returns. There's one big return coming up, Daniel. And we see in the trailer his kind of first encounter with Strand. How is that going to evolve? Because I assume you make it beyond that gunpoint.
Well, as the last time I saw, Daniel Salazar, I shot him in the face and left him for dead.
Yes.
But also one must remember that he left me for dead twice. So I think he was kind of owed that. So now it's these two people who've now gone on these different journeys. He had no idea what we have gone through, and we have no idea what he's been through. And the idea that we're meeting up again, we have this fraught but complex relationship, but we had something that was so built so strong because of our history. Then we're going to see how that plays out. We're going to see if there's a chance for some redemption. I think that the Strand, I know that he's trying to prove not only to Salazar but to himself that he's a changed man.
We also get to see a Walking Dead character kind of transition over again onto this show. How does Dwight come into the fold with the group?
Well, we can't say.
Okay.
but what we can say is well, we can't tell you that, but what we can tell you is that he does have a pretty awesome journey. The idea, even if you just look on the map of where he's come from to how he's got here, you can tell he's in search of something so deep. And but what he may find with us is that he's finding people who also suffered some losses or have need, and we might be able to help each other.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Fear the Walking Dead, June 2nd on AMC at 9/8 Central. Check it out.